The full moon on February 12th, 2025 is no ordinary event. It's a turning point, one that carries the potential to shift everything in ways you may not yet realize. You're not here by coincidence. You've been drawn to this moment for a reason. And what's coming requires your attention, your awareness, and your readiness. This is not just about the moonlight illuminating the night sky. It's about what it stirs within you. Forces you cannot see, but can undoubtedly feel, are aligning. Energy is building, preparing to unfold in ways that will test, challenge, and transform. Whether you're prepared or not, the impact is inevitable. What if I told you that this full moon holds the power to reveal truths you've been avoiding, to spark change you've been resisting, and to open doors you didn't even know were closed? Stay with me. There's so much you need to know. The full moon on February 12th, 2025 is not just a celestial event, it's a cosmic mirror reflecting energies that have been quietly building beneath the surface. Think of it as a tide, one that pulls not just the ocean, but also the unspoken truths within you. The moon, at its peak, doesn't just light up the night, it illuminates the shadows within your soul. This particular full moon is part of a powerful alignment, a culmination of energy that's been in motion for months. Astrologically, it's sitting in a unique position, amplifying themes of release and renewal. It's as if the universe is offering you a reset, an invitation to shed what no longer serves you. Symbolically, the full moon represents completion. It's the end of a cycle, but also the beginning of something new. Under its light, things hidden become visible. Truths you've ignored, emotions you've suppressed, and opportunities you've overlooked. This is a time when clarity cuts through confusion. And this is why it matters for you. The energy of this full moon will stir your emotions, challenge your perspectives, and push you to confront what you've been avoiding. It's not always comfortable, but it's essential. Why now? Because the timing couldn't be more critical. This is a chance to align yourself with your higher purpose, to release the weight you've been carrying, and to step forward with clarity and intention. Life often feels like a maze, doesn't it? You move through its twists and turns, sometimes with confidence, other times unsure if you're heading in the right direction. There are days when everything seems to flow, but then there are those moments when you feel stuck, as if the walls around you are closing in, and no matter how hard you push, nothing changes. It's during times like these that celestial events, such as this upcoming full moon, become more than just cosmic occurrences. They act as reminders, not of your struggles, but of your resilience. They nudge you to pause, to breathe, and to look within. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why certain patterns keep repeating in your life? Why you find yourself drawn to the same situations, the same people, the same unresolved emotions? Think of your life as a book. Every chapter represents a phase you've gone through, some filled with joy and triumph, others with pain and uncertainty. But how often do you allow yourself to stop and read those chapters, to reflect on what they've taught you? Or do you simply rush forward, hoping the next page will somehow rewrite the past? The full moon is a cosmic bookmark, urging you to pause, to think, to ask yourself the hard questions. What have I been holding on to that I need to let go of? What habits or beliefs have kept me from growing? Who in my life is helping me move forward, and who is holding me back? Imagine carrying a heavy bag on a long journey. Every item in that bag represents something in your life: an unresolved conflict, a toxic relationship, a fear of failure, a regret from the past. How heavy has that bag become? And more importantly, why are you still carrying it? This full moon isn't just about letting go, it's about creating space. Space for new opportunities, new connections, new versions of yourself. But to make room, you must first be willing to release. That's the challenge, isn't it? Letting go can feel like losing a piece of yourself. But what if, instead of losing, you're actually gaining? Gaining freedom, gaining clarity, gaining the strength to become who you were always meant to be. Take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Are they nurturing you, or are they draining you? Are you surrounded by people who challenge you to grow, or by those who keep you stuck in the same cycles? It's not easy to face these questions, but this is your opportunity to do so. Look at your habits. Are they aligning with the person you want to become? Are you choosing growth over comfort, or have you fallen into patterns that keep you safe but stagnant? And what about your dreams? Have you tucked them away, telling yourself that now isn't the right time, or that you're not ready? The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. The full moon reminds you that the only time you truly have is now. This isn't about seeking perfection. It's about being honest with yourself, about recognizing that your pain, your struggles, your questions, they all have a purpose. They are the threads that weave your story, and it's a story worth telling. So, as this full moon approaches, I challenge you to reflect, not just on where you are, but on where you want to be. Who do you want to become? What do you need to release to get there? And how can you use the energy of this moment to take one small step forward? Because this isn't just a celestial event, it's a call to action, one that asks you to embrace the unknown, to trust in your own strength, and to believe that, no matter how heavy the journey may feel, you are more than capable of carrying yourself through. The full moon is a teacher, a quiet yet powerful force that asks us to listen, to truly listen, not to the noise of the world around us, but to the whispers of our own hearts. There's a message for you in this moment, but the only way to receive it is to be still and pay attention. Think of it as standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The waves crash at your feet, their rhythm steady and unrelenting, but it's the undertow, the quiet pull beneath, that carries the real energy, the real transformation. This is where you are right now. You're standing on the shoreline of your own life, feeling the push and pull of forces you may not entirely understand. But the question is, are you ready to trust that pull? Are you willing to let go of the solid ground beneath you and step into the water, knowing that it will take you somewhere you've never been before? Stepping into the unknown is never easy. It's uncomfortable. It's uncertain. And yet, that's where growth happens. Think about the times in your life when you felt the most alive, the most connected to yourself. Were they moments of comfort, or were they moments of change? Growth doesn't come from standing still. It comes from movement, from risk, from being brave enough to confront the parts of yourself you'd rather avoid. This full moon is inviting you to move, to shift, to step beyond the limits you've unconsciously placed on yourself. But it's not just about the big leaps. Sometimes, the most profound changes begin with the smallest steps. So, what step can you take today? Maybe it's a conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's a decision you've been putting off. Or maybe it's simply allowing yourself to feel an emotion you've been suppressing for far too long. The energy of this moon is here to support you, but you have to meet it halfway. Imagine planting a seed. The soil, the sunlight, the rain. All of these things provide the conditions for growth, but the seed itself has to crack open. It has to break apart in order for something new to emerge. That's what this moment is asking of you. It's asking you to crack open, to release the old, so the new can take root. You might wonder where to even begin. The answer lies within the patterns of your own life. Pay attention to what keeps coming up for you, the lessons that seem to repeat themselves over and over again. Are there relationships that drain your energy rather than uplift you? Are there habits that keep you stuck in the same cycles of frustration and disappointment? These patterns aren't coincidences. They're signals. They're showing you where the work needs to be done. But here's the truth. You don't have to tackle it all at once. Transformation isn't a sprint. It's a journey. Start small. Choose one thing, just one, and commit to addressing it. Maybe it's setting a boundary with someone who takes more than they give. Maybe it's choosing to spend 10 minutes each day in silence, listening to your own thoughts instead of drowning them out with distractions. Whatever it is, trust that even the smallest change can create a ripple effect. Just like a single pebble dropped into a still pond, your actions, no matter how small, have the power to create waves that reach far beyond what you can see. This is your moment. The universe isn't asking you to have all the answers right now. It's not asking you to be perfect or to figure out your entire life in one evening. It's simply asking you to start, to take that first step, no matter how uncertain or hesitant it might feel. The path to transformation isn't linear. It twists, it turns, and sometimes it feels like you're moving backward instead of forward. But what if that's exactly how it's supposed to be? What if those moments where you feel lost or stuck are simply part of the process, a necessary pause before the next breakthrough? Picture a caterpillar in its cocoon. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. It's still, silent, and confined. But inside, a transformation is taking place. The caterpillar is dissolving, breaking down entirely, so it can emerge as something completely new. That process is messy, even painful. Yet without it, there would be no butterfly. This full moon is your cocoon. It's giving you the space to dissolve the parts of yourself that no longer serve you. The old fears, the outdated beliefs, the habits that keep you small. It's not about abandoning who you are. It's about uncovering who you're meant to become. But transformation requires action. You can't just sit and wait for change to happen. You have to participate in it. The first step is clarity. Take a moment to reflect on your life. Not in a way that criticizes or blames, but with compassion and curiosity. What patterns are you noticing? Where do you feel resistance? And what would your life look like if you chose to let go of that resistance? Now think about your energy. Where is it flowing? And where is it being blocked? Imagine your energy as a river. When it flows freely, it nourishes everything in its path. But when it's blocked by fear, doubt, or old wounds, it becomes stagnant. This full moon is your opportunity to clear those blocks, to release what's holding you back, so your energy can flow again. One way to start is by focusing on forgiveness, not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself, for the mistakes you've made, for the opportunities you didn't take, for the times you doubted your own worth. Carrying guilt and regret is like dragging an anchor through your life. It weighs you down and keeps you from moving forward. But forgiveness cuts that anchor loose. It frees you. Another step is gratitude. It might sound simple, even cliché, but gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for transformation. When you shift your focus to what you have rather than what you lack, you open yourself up to abundance. The energy of the full moon amplifies this practice, helping you see the blessings you've overlooked and inviting more of them into your life. And then there's intention. What do you want to create? Not just in the short term, but in the bigger picture of your life. Use this full moon as a moment to set clear, meaningful intentions. Write them down, speak them aloud, visualize them as if they're already true. The energy you put into these intentions now will set the tone for the weeks and months to come. Remember, the moon doesn't judge. It doesn't demand perfection or expect you to have everything figured out. It simply shines its light, offering you a chance to see yourself more clearly, to see the beauty in your imperfections, the strength in your struggles, and the infinite potential within you. This is your time to step into that light, to let go of the fear that has kept you in the shadows and embrace the fullness of who you are. It won't happen all at once, and it won't always be easy, but every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you deserve. So as you stand under the glow of this full moon, ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What am I ready to embrace? And how can I use this moment to begin again? The answers are already within you. All you have to do is listen. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind whipping around you, the vast expanse of possibilities stretching out before you. Below lies the unknown, a space that terrifies yet excites you. It's the kind of moment where everything in your soul screams to hold on, to stay where it's safe, to avoid the leap. But deep down, you also know the truth. You can't stay here forever. This full moon has brought you to this precipice, this turning point. The energy surrounding it is not a coincidence. It's a divine invitation, an invitation to stop living in the patterns of the past, to stop waiting for a sign, a perfect moment, or someone to save you. The time is now, and you are the one you've been waiting for. You've felt it building inside you, haven't you? That quiet yet persistent whisper telling you that you're meant for something more, that the life you've been living, while familiar and comfortable, isn't the one that aligns with the dreams buried deep within you. This is the moment to act on that whisper. This is the moment to break free. Think of the moon itself, how it transitions through phases, never fearing the dark moments, never hesitating to let go of its light so it can begin again. It's a mirror for us, showing that change is not only natural but necessary. You are no different from the moon. You too are designed to transform, to cycle through moments of illumination and shadow. And just like the moon, your brightest phase begins when you stop resisting the flow of life. Let this full moon be your catalyst. Picture it as a cosmic spotlight, illuminating everything you've been afraid to face. Those fears, doubts, and old wounds are not here to punish you. They're here to teach you, to help you grow. The energy of this moon is urging you to stop running from your shadows and start embracing them. For it's only by acknowledging what lies in the dark that you can truly step into the light. You may feel small in the face of such a vast transformation, but remember this, even the tiniest spark has the power to ignite a fire. You are that spark. Your choices, no matter how small they may seem right now, have the power to set your life ablaze with purpose and passion. So here's your challenge. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what do I want to feel when I wake up tomorrow? What kind of life am I ready to create? Hold those questions close and let them guide your actions tonight and beyond. Because this is not just about dreaming. It's about deciding. Decide to release the weight you've been carrying. Decide to stop waiting for permission to be happy, successful, or whole. Decide that you are worthy of love, joy, abundance, and peace. This moment is yours to claim, but only if you're brave enough to take it. The universe is watching, not with judgment, but with hope. It's rooting for you, aligning the energy around you to help you take that leap. All you have to do is trust. Trust that you are stronger than you think. Trust that the pain you've endured has prepared you for this exact moment. Trust that the life you've always wanted is within reach if you're willing to stretch out your hand and grab it. This is your turning point. The question is no longer, can I do this? The question is, will I? Will you let the pull of transformation sweep you off the edge and into the life that's waiting for you? Will you let this full moon mark the moment you finally said yes to yourself, to your dreams, to your future? The choice is yours. As we draw this journey to a close, take a moment to let everything we've explored settle within you. This full moon, glowing brightly in the vast sky above, isn't just an ordinary celestial event. It's a divine message, a cosmic push for you to step out of the shadows of fear, doubt, and stagnation, and into the light of transformation. The energy it carries is not something to ignore. It's urgent, it's powerful, and it's here, right now, for you. Remember, this isn't about perfection or having it all figured out. Transformation is messy, raw, and deeply personal, but it's also liberating. This full moon is your invitation to break free from old patterns, to shed the weight of the past, and to align with your true purpose. The universe has brought you to this moment for a reason. You're not here by accident. The choices you make today, the energy you align with tonight, will ripple through your future. This is your chance to set intentions that are rooted in hope, clarity, and courage, to forgive yourself and others, to embrace gratitude, to focus on what truly matters and let go of everything that no longer serves you. And don't forget the beauty of your cosmic connection. You're not alone in this journey. The same moon that guides the tides, lights the night, and inspires poets and dreamers also watches over you. Its energy flows through you, connecting you to the vast universe and reminding you of your infinite potential. Now, I want to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect on what we've shared tonight. What is it that you're ready to release under this full moon? What are you calling into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey, your reflections, they matter. And who knows, your words might inspire someone else who's also seeking their own transformation. If this message resonated with you, if you felt even the slightest stir of hope or clarity, I invite you to take the next step in this journey with me. Subscribe to this channel to ensure you never miss these cosmic insights and guidance. Each video is crafted with you in mind, to support you, uplift you, and help you navigate life's most profound moments. And if you found tonight's message meaningful, share it. Share it with a friend, a loved one, or anyone who might need to hear it. You never know whose life could change with just one powerful insight. But before we go, let me leave you with this. The universe is vast, mysterious, and ever-changing, just like you. This full moon is a chapter, not the whole story. There are more celestial events, more moments of transformation, and more opportunities to grow on the horizon. In our next video, we'll dive into the rare planetary alignments coming later this month and what they mean for your path forward. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Until then, look up at the moon tonight and know that its light is a reflection of the light within you. You are capable of incredible things. The universe believes in you. Now, it's your turn to believe in yourself. I'll see you soon. Stay grounded, stay open, And as always, stay connected to the magic that surrounds you.